In the aftermath of the Dragon Ruler domination, a new ban list was released on September 1st, 2013, and this list wasn't just a banning, it was a crucifixion. Still the largest Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list to date, Burner, Dragon Ruler of Sparks, Elemental Hero Stratos, Lightning, Dragon Ruler of Drafts, Number 16 Shockmaster, Reactant, Dragon Ruler of Pebbles, Stream, Dragon Ruler of Droplets, Card Destruction, Gateway of the Six, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Pot of Avarice, Spellbook of Judgment, Super Rejuvenation, Solemn Judgment, and Ultimate Offering were all banned from official tournament play. Atlantean Dragoons, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit, Constellar Ptolemy M7, Deep Sea Diva, Duloran Tiger King of the Icebearer, Evagishki Mind August, Gen X Ally Burnman, Rescue Rabbit, Thunder King Ryo, Dimensional Fisher Gold Sarcophagus, Royal Tribute, Bottomless Trap Hole, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Eradicator Epidemic Virus, Macrocosmos Soul Drain, and Torrential Tribute were all now limited to 1 copy each. Mizuki, Plague Spreader Zombie, TG Striker, Fire Formation Tenki, and Dimensional Prison were all now semi-limited to 2 copies per deck. And finally, Destiny Hero Malicious, the Agent Mystery of Earth, Tsukuyomi, A Hero Lives, Black Whirlwind, E-Emergency Call, Hieratic Seal of Convocation, Pot of Duality, and Scapegoat were all now unlimited to 3 copies. In this series, both MBT and myself will be traversing the sands of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Each episode will take a deep dive into Yu-Gi-Oh's past formats and unlock new strategies as new sets become available. Strap yourselves in because anything is possible. Welcome to the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
So it's becoming abundantly clear that in a post-ban list, post-baby world, Dragon Rulers are doing exceptionally well. The babies weren't enough to keep the deck down, but they were enough to introduce a critical weakness. Frequently, Dragon Ruler decks would run out of daddies to banish in order to repeatedly get their effects, and so many of them were splashing different engines in order to supplement the dragon count of the decks. Now, we've looked at a couple of them, but today we are looking at Stardust Dragon Assault Mode, the flagship monster in Assault Mode Rulers, a very short-lived build of the deck that was pretty successful. Now, if you've watched History of Jank in the past, first of all, I'm sorry, and you may be entitled to financial compensation, but secondly, you'll be familiar with this monster, Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. This big old boy can be made using a Stardust Dragon and Assault Mode Activate. This card you may know from current TCG as a Garnet for a ridiculous engine that includes Psy Blocker, but back in the day you were using Assault Beast to search this and actually resolve its effect. Stardust Dragon Assault Mode is a very good card. It has to be summoned with Assault Mode Activate, and then afterwards can only be special summoned by its own effect, but when a card or effect is activated, not even one that destroys, you can tribute this monster, negate the activation, and destroy it. Then during the end phase, if this effect was activated, you can bring him back. Finally, if this card is destroyed, you can target a Stardust Dragon in your graveyard and special summon that target. So, if your opponent is able to exploit this card's weakness and attack over it in battle, you are able to float into your powerful Synchro monster. Now, this does a lot for the archetype. First, it gives it a board build that actually ends on a negate. Secondly, in the course of getting to that negate, you go through not only a Dragon Ruler, but also a Corseska, which means that you have material for a follow-up Dragon Ruler. Thirdly, it enables you to play Assault Beast, which is an Earth type for Dreadnoks, Dragon Ruler of Boulders. And fourthly, Assault Mode Activate is not even that bad in the deck because it gives you fodder for one of the best tech choices during this meta, Raigeki Break. It turns out a lot of the top threats just sort of folded to this card exactly, and you have so many extra cards in rotation because of the way Assault Beast works that it wasn't that big of a deal. Now you might think to yourself, Joseph, the way Jank worked, it became apparent that Assault Mode decks were very bricky. I mean, you've got 6 cards you don't want to draw. Well, that's where Dragon Ravine comes in. Any of these cards can trade for a Dragon Ruler in the graveyard, and if what you're sending is a Stardust Dragon Assault Mode, well, that's just a win for Tempest. So with that, let's get into the card by card. We've got 3 Assault Mode, 3 Corseska, 3 Assault Beast, 1 Flamevell card, still needed for the 3 Blaster, 3 Dreadnoks, 3 Tempest, and 3 Tidal. For spells, we're on 3 Dragon Ravine, 2 Tanky, it can get the Assault Beast, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, 3 Sacred Sword of 7 stars, 1 Terraforming, triple Assault Mode Activate, triple Raigeki Break, and Return from the Different Dimension. On the side, we've got Ancient Lamp. So we're using Deception's list, and this card is literally in there because he made a bet with a friend. Theoretically, there are some applications for this card, but first and foremost, It's a joke. After that, we've got 2 Fencing Fire Ferret. Unfortunately, this is in the side as a way to beat Blackwing. If it attacks into a Shure, the Shure has to remain on field to get its effect, and so you're able to trigger the effect of the Fencing Fire Ferret, preventing it from firing off. We've got the 3rd MST, 2 Xyz Encore. This card is just a canary in the coal mine for bad formats. You may remember it from Rongo Nimiad, but it was popular at this period to get all of the material off of Evil Swarm Ophion. We've got Debunk, 2 Divine Wrath, 2 DNA Surgery, 2 Malevolent Catastrophe, and 2 Skill Drain. In the extra, we've just got a bunch of garbage. So with that, let's get into the games.
Oh, you knew we were going to bring back Blackwing for this era in time, because this is probably the last point in time where Blackwing is considered viable or good. I think that's stretching those terms immensely, but Blackwing did have this short stint of playability during this time because A, courtesy of the September 2013 banlist, Black Whirlwind is now at 3 copies, but B, it actually has some interesting interactions with the way the format lines up, and there were several top-rated players that were piloting Blackwing during this time, one of which topping YCS Toronto, I believe, in September 2013, and then I believe other players like Philly Luna and the like were trying this as some of the ARGs as well. Just insane, absolutely absurd, and I am ecstatic to be able to pilot Blackwing in probably the last episode of History of Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll be piloting it, but it's fine. As long as we can collude Joseph to death, that is all I ask. So let's go ahead and do the card by card. If you don't know what Blackwing does by this point, you probably haven't been watching my channel enough, and so we're going to go ahead and try to turbo through this a bit. So all the Blackwings are trying to be as aggressive as humanly possible, and that is sort of where we get the edge in this deck. If we can find an opportunity to really just get in a lot of burst damage courtesy of cards like Kalut and Bora and the like, then if we can get in the game very quickly, then Dragon Rulers don't really get a chance to get established. So Bora can special summon our level 4 or lower Blackwings from grave to be able to sync up in some of our synchros. Bora can special itself if we control another Blackwing and has piercing. Gale can have monsters attack and it's a tuner, and we can special summon it, which is great. We have triple Kalut. If we can just get a few of these in hand and just hit like a Draco Sack token in defense, that would be insane. We have triple Shuro, which is good for just helping us swarm the field and get some of the other tuners out of our deck. We have double Sirocco because it is kind of a brick, but because we have 3 Whirlwind, we want to be able to slowly make our way down the totem pole. 1 copy of Vayu. Vayu is nice because it provides us a nice extender in a deck that's heavily reliant on its normal summon, and then if we have a normal summon that gets stopped by some sort of disruption, Vayu can actually give us another follow-up play, which is pretty nice. We have 1 Zephyros the Elite. This is cool because we have plenty of cards we can bounce back to hand, and that way we can bring this guy out to the board. And of course, we're playing Blackwing, so we have to play Dark Arm Dragon. We have triple Maxi rounding out our monsters. The spells Allure of Darkness, triple Black Whirlwind, Book of Moon, cards for Black Feathers. This is basically Allure of Darkness, but Blackwing exclusive. You don't special summon too much, and we're just trying to draw to get some of our other better cards, so this is fine. And triple Pot of Duality. And then the traps, Bottomless Trap Hole. We have a Deck Devastation Virus. This is sort of relevant because we can destroy like the tuners in the Dragon Ruler matchup, but we can also take out like Dragoonities. They have low attack, and we can also take out like other stuff that's running around in the meta like Mermail and the like. This was a main deck called by Sahabi. We have 2 Fiendish Chain, triple Icarus Attack, double Mirror Force, Solemn Warning, and Torrential Tribute. For the extra deck, we have a bunch of cards that we're probably never really going to summon all too often that we've seen before. I think the only other really new inclusions here are Graham the Shining Star. Graham is nice because if you don't have a Synchro already engraved for Vayu, you can banish like one of your other level 4s and Vayu to go ahead and summon this. So this way you get some value off of it, and it gets you another monster on the field. So like this card is fine. We also have Silverwind the Ascendant, which is good for Vayu for obvious reasons. Sahemoth is somewhat new. I think Joseph and I have been having this in some of our extra decks. Having like a DD Warrior Lady in an extra deck card seems pretty good. And then we also have a Master Key Beetle, which is nice for being able to lock down some of our cards we want to keep around. And then the side deck, triple MST, 2 more Deck Devi, triple Imperial Ironwall. We will absolutely be siding this in games 2 and 3. Triple Light Imprisoning Mirror, double Starlight Road to protect cards like our Floodgates, such as Imperial Ironwall, and of course, Vanity's Emptiness. Now, Vanity's Emptiness, I don't understand why if you were going to play a deck like this, why you wouldn't just main deck a card like this because of how much Dragon Ruler has to special summon. This sort of seems like an auto win to me, but it seems really strange that a card like this wouldn't just see play in the main deck considering how often Dragon Ruler special summons and a lot of the meta threats at that. But I guess deck building philosophies were different back in the day, and so sadly, we are going to have to play it in our side deck, which means game 1 might be a little rough, but hopefully it puts in work games 2 and 3. And yeah, it's going to be a difficult uphill battle for sure, but if we are able to take down the all-powerful Dragon Ruler with Blackwing of all things, Joseph is never going to live it down. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Buddy, I'm just going to say it right now because I know everyone is already feverishly typing down in the comments, I can't believe you let Cimo play Blackwing again. How many decks have you played with the card Elemental Hero Stratos in the name? That's all I'm going to say. I've given you tons of leeway, so I get this one time.
Well, listen, Stratos was playable in a myriad of decks. You know, DDT, Teledad, the Neos Alias Gemini Spark deck, Hero Beat, Bubble Beat. Blackwing has been playable in Blackwing. And all right, well, I guess that's a good point. I mean, you have figured out a way to force Blackwing for dozens of formats, and it looks like you are not alone. I cannot believe this topped.
I can't either. And it's not like it just topped once either. It has numerous tops played by some of the greatest minds in Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, Sahabi, Philly Luna, like the list goes on. And yes, while it may have a very short stint of playability, we have to cover it. This is one of people's fan favorite decks, and to watch a former best deck in Blackwing from 2010 going up against arguably one of the best decks of all time, this is something that a lot of people are going to be excited for. So I can't wait, buddy. Let's get into it. Let's shout the patrons. MBT is the Sith Lord who orchestrated the progression theories.
That is
Thank
true.
you for
That
the
is
support.
true.
That is very true. All right, buddy, you got the hand up?
Yeah. The dark side of Yu-Gi tubing is one that leads to abilities that you may be scared of. I don't
Even.
Yes, it's odd.
Yeah, no! Ah, fine. All right, well, we're dead. Good luck.
I don't know if that's true. You need the battle phase to leverage Shure the Blue Flame, right?
I mean, true. That could work in my favor, but you get to go first, which is very scary. And looking at my hand, I'm probably fucked, so.
This is one of the... Oh, actually, that one fixed it. I'm going to activate Assault Beast.
Okay.
We're going to grab an Assault Mode Activate.
Sure, makes sense.
I am going to activate the effect of Redox in hand.
That is fine.
We're going to banish an Assault Beast and a Tempest to summon Redox. We'll trigger Tempest. We'll grab a Corseska. We'll normal Corseska. We're going to Synchro Summon a Stardust Dragon.
Okay.
Set 3. Not that 3. And it is your turn, my friend.
This is the deck, right?
This is the combo.
You won. You gonna do anything and draw it? Here we go. I have no response to this.
So here he comes. Stardust Dragon Assault Mode.
Okay. You want to talk about this bad boy? We've seen this in History of Jank. But
I was
going to
say they already know what it is. But yeah,
debut.
this is the first time we've seen the card in an actual deck. So can't be summoned except by with its own effect and Assault Mode Activate. When a card or effect is activated, you can tribute this card, negate the activation, destroy it, and then during the end phase, if the effect was activated, you could special it from the graveyard. If you destroy this card on my side of the field, I just get to bring back Stardust.
Insane. Absolutely ridiculous. And we're going to see if the almighty Blackwings can take down this format warping super threat in Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. I will start with the newly unlimited Black Whirlwind.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's run out Shure the Blue Flame.
Okay.
Trigger the Black Whirlwind.
I do have a Mystical Space Typhoon.
You're so lame. Fine. I have nothing else to do because I'm playing Blackwing besides set 2 pass. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw for turn, stand by main. Boy, that is really not what I wanted to see. I don't know. Let's try it. I'll just attack here.
I need to figure out how I'm going to actually beat this card because this card is a problem. Usually Kaloot's the out to everything, but this thing can negate Kaloot. And yes, it does tribute itself to do that, so technically that buys me time. I'm going to Fiendish Chain your Assault.
I mean, I guess I have to Assault Mode here.
So he gets sacked. Fiendish Chain stays on the field, actually.
I think it doesn't because the activation was negated.
Oh, yeah, you're negating it, right? I was thinking just because you're tributing it, Fiendish Chain stays. Gotta love Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't think that matters. There's no true nade, so whatever. But yes, it does go to the graveyard if you want to play correctly.
I do. I'm going to set 1 and back to you.
And you get your Assault Mode back. All right, I will draw. All right, this is going to be a problem. I guess the question remains, how long can I just hold off taking minuses to keep my Shure around is the question. Let's find out. I'll set another one and pass.
All right, draw for turn, stand by main. Oh, thank the Lord. Let's go tanky.
Yes.
I know what you're thinking. What the hell?
No, it's Assault Beast, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I was like, are we going throwbacks to the 4-axis deck from last episode?
I am going to activate Redox in hand. Pitch Assault
Pitching
Beast.
Assault Beast. That's an interaction. That's pretty
We'll
cool.
bring back the Stardust.
Oh, God. I'm going to warning this.
Warning the effect of the Redox.
The Redox, yeah.
Oh, come on. Let's see if I can negate that, K-Kona. All right, well, we're making progress. You took a little bit of damage there. Unfortunately, we did use a Redox effects this turn, which it had been activated. Let's just go to combat. We'll do it again.
It's like not even bad, right? Like you can just bring Redox out next turn. That's so good.
Well, ideally, I'd like a second Dragon Ruler, but it is what it is.
I will let the Shura die this time, so I'll take 12.
Sure. Back to you.
Draw. That ain't bad. Okay, I'm going to... Well, since I control no monsters and you do control one, I will run out Sirocco.
Yeah, sure.
And that's it.
All right, standby main. Banish Corseska and Redox for title.
That's a dragon. Yep.
I kind of want to just get going. You have one set. Sure. We'll banish Assault Beast and Stardust for Redox.
That's fine.
We're going to overlay here. I'll make Dracosac. Let's go Dracosac effect here.
I will try to Fiendish Chain Dracosac.
Absolutely not. Just not going to happen. And then we will Dracosac, removing a token to pop the Sirocco.
Yep.
Go to end step. We'll get back the assault mode.
Sounds good. Oh, perfect. This is going well. Normal Blizzard.
No response.
Activate Blizzard.
I have a response.
I do too. Game 2. So that didn't exactly go according to plan. Who would have thought assault mode? I mean, fuck. I mean, we were talking about how in Jank that seemed like actually a formidable threat, but this is like, I don't, was Blackwing meta? Probably not. That's probably bait, but it's fine. We get to go first, so now we're going to win because we're just going to open 9,000 floodgates, and we'll hope for the best.
I will say, I did that game open 3 assault mode activate. It was 2 and a beast. And
Oh,
I was like,
excellent.
All right, sure. I'll take it.
All right, we'll go to main 1. Yep. Let's go ahead and start by firing Pot of Duality.
Yeah, just go ahead, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well, that card kind of shits on you.
Whoa. Come on, baby. Come on. No.
This card's still legal. Let's go ahead and add that to hand. That seems pretty good. Okay, we're going to go Whirlwind.
Yes.
Shura.
Yes.
Activate Shura.
Absolutely.
Or Whirlwind, excuse me.
Yeah.
We're going to get Kalut. Everyone's favorite. I'm going to set a card. Could be anything. And I will pass.
You know, my favorite part is that it really could be anything. It truly could be anything. All right, so we're going to begin with a terraforming.
No response to this.
Sick. Let's go ahead and grab Dragon Ravine.
Okay.
Let's go activate Tanky.
No response to this.
We'll grab Assault Beast. Well, now what are we doing? We've got a lot. I've got a lot to think about, unfortunately. I mean, it's not that much to think about. All right, let's go Dragon Ravine. I'll activate the effect, pitching Stardust Dragon Assault mode.
Sure. Gotta love when you have them in hand.
I mean, I do. I truly do. We're going to send Redox, I think. Yeah. I'm going to activate Assault Beast. We're going to grab Activate.
Perfectly fine.
We'll go Redox here.
Thinking. Yeah, I mean, response to Redox's effect. I mean, might as well. Show me the MST. Yeah, okay. Then I'll chain Maxi then in that case.
All right.
So we'll get a draw.
I'm going to normal Corseska.
Here, this is the combo. Yeah, sure.
We'll make Stardust.
I'll get another draw.
I wonder if I was supposed to just leave the Redox. Probably not. I'll set one. Literally could be anything. Back to you.
Scary shit. That's fine. I'll draw. I imagine you're flipping this bad boy immediately.
You've got a 7-card hand. I believe in you. What am I looking in my extra for?
There is a chance, I will say. We'll go to main phase 1. Can I out the assault mode is the question. Okay. Normal summon Bora.
Sure.
Trigger Whirlwind.
Thinking here. So you go get Gale target assault mode. That forces the negate, gives you a tuner. I think I have to play as if you don't already have the Gale, so I'll assault mode here.
Okay, so actually popping the Whirlwind. Battle?
Yeah.
So this is 35.
Then you can send 3 Kaloots. Is that lethal?
No, it isn't, actually. Sadly, I can't triple Kaloot you. I wish, but it's fine. Second main. There's gotta be something I can do against this fucking card. God, this card really is an asshole.
It reeks,
It's
yeah.
like,
It
I mean,
reeks.
maybe if I had, like, a good deck, I'd be able to actually take it out, but clearly that isn't the case. I'll throw one down. Go ahead.
All right, he's coming back.
He is.
All right, anything in standby?
I have nothing in standby, sadly.
Very strange draw off the top. What are we doing here? So we're always Dragon Ravining. Just
Okay.
deciding on what I'm pitching here. We're going to pitch Redox and send Tempest.
Okay, gives you 2 Redox Engrave.
We are going to banish Redox and Corseska for Redox.
I'm gonna try bottomlessing the Redox.
I'll Stardust this.
Okay,
And then we'll go Stardust Blaster for Tempest.
sure.
We'll trigger Blaster here. Ooh, I could grab Flamvel Guard and then make an 8. How good are 8s against you? Really strong?
I've heard they're okay.
I could make a Scrap Dragon. And then go Scrap Dragon, pop Shura and the Tanky, walk into the Bora. You'd have to have 2 Kaloot to survive? That seems very stupid. Let's just make a rank 7.
Seems like the more logical play.
Yeah, Dracosac here. We're
Sure.
going to trigger Dracosac, and then we'll pop the Shura. Is there any reason to do anything else here this turn? I don't think so. So we'll just go end phase and get back Stardust Dragon. Back to you.
I will normal Blizzard. No effect.
Oh, I get it. Sure.
I will special another Bora.
Also fine.
I will sink Armed Wing. I will drop Dad. I have 3 dark.
Oh my god, there he is! Oh,
He
jeez.
is here. He's not as good as he otherwise would be because you have Assault mode up.
True.
But we're going to try our best. Okay, so we're going to go to battle.
Right.
I'm going to go... I want to do it like this. I'm going to go... I don't think it really matters, honestly. I'm going to go Armed Wing into Assault mode.
Right, no response here.
And then Kaloot.
Okay, and we will negate that.
So then redeclare Armed Wing into Token.
If you're colluding, we're in the damage step, so a redeclare doesn't happen.
Oh, fuck. I lost to this again like I did in my top cut a few years ago. Fuck. All right, well, whatever. Well, we'll just take out the token.
I was going to say, it's not that different. I'll take
Yeah.
17 here.
And then we'll hit into Dracosac.
I'll take 2.
Second main, pop your board.
Yeah.
Let's just get rid of this Bora or this Blizzard, and probably don't need Kaloot, so we'll get rid of him. And you still have Assault mode, so that's about it. Go
I
ahead.
do have Assault mode. I'll draw for turn. Stand by main. Oh, that was a decent draw.
Well, not many to banish. You have 1 ruler to summon.
All right, we're going to go Tempest. Banish these 2. Redox effect. We do not have targets, so no Redox effect. Okay, no big deal. That was the plan all along, of course.
Of course.
We'll go to combat here. Assault mode into
Sure.
Dad,
Can't do anything about that, so I'll take 2.
and then we'll go Tempest into Armed Wing.
Sure. So I take 1.
Yeah, I don't know. Back to you.
Okay. That is not ideal. Okay. I will set 1. I will set 1, and I will pray.
This goes back to hand. Stand by main. Okay. This should be enough. Let's go banish Blaster and Tempest for Redox from hand. Trigger... Did I say banish Tempest and then send it to grave? That's the Joseph Rothschild special right there.
I mean, if you don't want to search another dragon, I'll be okay with that.
I think I would prefer the Tempest in the grave, to be honest. Let's go
Yeah.
Tempest and Blaster here. We are going to
Get some more
grab
fodder.
Tempest and Guard. We're going to normal Guard.
Sure.
Sync away the Guard and the Redox for Stardust. We even want Stardust? Yeah, we do. And then we will banish Guard, Redox for Tidal.
Okay.
Combat.
Yep.
Let's go Tidal into Bora.
Take 9.
Stardust into the back row.
It's Vayu.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
It'd be good if you didn't have an assault mode on the field.
Assault mode direct. Is it? Because assault mode negates activations. So Vayu doesn't banish for cost.
Oh, it's like the royal oppression thing where I can just keep doing it.
Right.
Okay. Well, that actually might be relevant then. All right. Activate Whirlwind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Normal Sirocco.
That's a decent one.
It's okay. Trigger whirlwind.
I think I probably have to assault mode here. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay. So I can vie you. Yeah, okay. Let's vie you.
Yep.
Just go for Armor Master.
Yep.
All right. Let's go ahead and Sirocco pump Armor Master. Battle 45 over your 25.
I take 2,000.
And this is where the attack actually mattered with Armed Wing and Bora earlier, because I would have had you dead right here. But that is all I can do, so go ahead.
Let's bring back the ass mode here.
Title goes back to hand.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I'll draw. Well, this is less than ideal. Oh, boy. Let's bring out the title again. We'll trigger Tempest.
Sure.
Grab Corseska. Yeah, we'll get Tempest. We'll just go to combat here and eat the board.
Okay. So I take 5. Armor Master doesn't die.
The effects of the monster summoned by Vayu are negated.
Oh, they are negated. God damn it. Yeah, he does die. Okay, so then I take 6 here.
Yep. Otherwise, you would have killed me with Silverwind the Ascendant.
That is true. And also, in all fairness, I did not have Vayu in Progression Series. So
That's true. That's
I did not know that. All right, I'll draw. We're basically dead. So is there anything we can do? We can set and pray that we draw a better card. And that's what we'll do. Go ahead.
All right, back to hand. And then I will Geki Break in end step.
And we're dead. Oh. Well, looks like 2010 should stay where it belongs because the Black Wings are just not up to snuff. I gotta be honest, assault mode, man.
That was way closer than I thought it would be.
It's way closer. I just got 2-0'd.
Well,
and to be fair, I would have won this game had I attacked in the proper order because Armed Wing would have done more damage, so you'd have been dead. Let's do the game 3, buddy.
Yeah.
So close, so close. We're back to pre-boarded game 1, which I don't feel too confident about. I really wish I could have some Imperial Iron Walls and Emptinesses in my deck, but that's okay.
I will tell you, I lose out on some boarded cards too. Ediception was playing Fencing Fire Ferret for this matchup.
Shut up.
It's
oh
so
my god.
Because like even if you spend a Kalut on the Shore, you don't get to resolve it because Fire Ferret resolves first.
Yep, it does resolve first. That is tragic. All right, well, let's see if this goes a little bit better if we get to start, and hopefully that is the case. This deck plays a ton of back row, and I feel like I saw none of it in either of these games, so this looks a little bit different. All right, let's duality.
Yeah, this is a sussier Baka for sure.
Okay, this is fine. We'll go Shura. I wish Sirocco could just summon itself if I controlled no monsters, but sadly that's not the case. And we'll go Shura, set 3 pass. Go ahead.
Okay, one-time heavy. Let's go back a ban list. Ooh, that's a strange one. Okay, let's go Ravine first and foremost.
Nothing to that.
I'm going to activate Ravine pitching Blaster. We're going to use Ravine to send Redox. Let's go Assault Beast. We'll grab Assault Mode Activate. I'm going to trigger Redox here.
That's fine. This deck has no issue getting to Assault Mode Activate. I'll be honest.
Quick. Anything here?
Nothing here. No.
Right, we'll go Blaster Effect. I'll go grab Red.
Sure.
And now we will normal summon Corseska.
Here I will Icarus attack.
Well, not a lot I can do about that. You got 2 targets, the Ravine and the Redox. Ooh, we're sending the Corseska.
Nah, we're taking up both of them.
Be cool, buddy. All right, I'm going to set 1. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to set 2. All right, back to you.
All right, we'll draw. Nah, I like better here. Let's go normal Blizzard. Activate Blizzard.
That's fine.
I will grab the Shura.
Yep.
Anything here?
No.
I will sync up and actually,
Yeah, there's not a lot of good 6s.
No, it's not that. I want to summon Bora before I commit to this.
Sure.
Just to not lose to something you might have. Yeah, you're right. There aren't many good 6s. I think this deck actually just plays the one Armed Wing, in all honesty.
Yeah. Let's go for the Torrential here. I'm kidding. That would be great, right?
That would be great, yeah. My heart stopped a sec when you said that. I'll try to go 4K.
Yeah.
All right, you're half dead. Go ahead.
Let's try again. Stand by main. Ooh, that's a really whack draw. Okay, let's try for Redox again.
No response.
We'll trigger Blaster. Grab Blaster. Activate Ravine. I'm going to pitch Blaster. We are going to add Corseska. I'm going to normal Corseska.
We're going to try this again.
You know, not a lot I can do about it. Uh-huh.
Yep, the monsters.
All right, well, back to you.
You don't play real back row. Draw? Anything?
Nope.
Okay, Dad.
Oh, my Lord almighty. Jesus Christ. Okay, I have to break here, unfortunately.
Prio's still a thing, right? I'm just kidding. Dad's gone. I guess we'll hit for 23.
Thank God I'm not dead to Collude here. All right.
And sadly, that's going to be the end of my turn.
Okay, surely he doesn't have third Icarus attack.
Yeah, I would never have a third one.
All right, stand by me. Let's go Redox again. Do we go Redox? I'm going Blaster. Fuck it. Banish Redox, Corseska. We will trigger Redox. Grab Redox. Ravine.
Pitch.
I pitched. I drew Assault Mode.
Excellent, excellent.
And then we will grab Corseska. We are out of Corseskas. Uh-oh.
Oh, I was about to say, this deck's on 3 Corseska? That's crazy.
Thought we were. All right, we're going to send...
Oh, it is on 3. There's just 2 banished and 1 engraved.
Yeah. Let's go Tidal Effect. Going to banish Assault Mode Corseska. We're going to make my good friend Dracossack.
It's fine. I will say it's pretty sick that Assault Mode just happens to be a dragon. I will try to Fiendish Chain Dracossack.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm shocked that's stuck.
All right, back to you.
All right, I'll draw. Duality.
Yeah.
That was the other draw in tandem with Dad. If only I could normal summon Sirocco.
I was going to say Sirocco would be nuts here.
It would be nuts, if only. So we're not taking the Sirocco. That's a fact. I'm actually torn between these two here. I think
Very good cards.
Yeah, I'll take the Maxi.
Sure.
Well, unfortunately, you were smart enough to identify the grand weakness of Armed Wing, and that is putting monsters in attack position. So
True.
I will set one and throw it to you.
All right, my turn. Stand by me. Dracossack effect.
Yes,
All right,
that is fine.
At least he's engraved.
It's negated.
Let's go for a tanky here.
Get the Assault Beast, sure.
I'm going to go Tidal. We'll banish Blaster Redox.
Okay, so you can get 2 triggers there. This actually kind of sucks. I mean, I'll Maxi, but I don't think it's really that good.
Sure. I will Redox and Blaster. We'll grab Redox and Flamvel. Let's go. This is so crusty. I know you don't have Collude.
Actually,
but if
you don't know that.
Collude off of Maxi. You have 2 draws to find it. How lucky do I feel? Not very. I'm going to be real with you.
And there are 3 in the deck.
Okay, I'm going to go to battle and try to attack here.
A damage step?
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, actually not in damage step. I'm going to deck Devastation Virus you instead.
Yo, that's pretty good. That is pretty good.
It keeps you off Assault Mode, but, like, that's it. So...
here's this.
Yeah, it's Beast and... Redox is the other one,
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So I can banish Beast and Flamvelguard for Redox, and then make another 7 and draw you 2 cards?
Well, I'm assuming you're gonna let me. You're gonna hit me for 26 when you redeclare a title, correct?
Yeah. I feel like I'm not allowed to continue at this life total, so back to you.
Please? Oh my god. I will set 2 cards.
Oh god.
And I will throw it to you.
Title.
Yep.
Whoop, stand by me.
So Assault Beast, Redox, title, something I don't know.
So we'll go Redox here. Pitch Assault Beast, Redox. We'll target Flamvelguard.
Ooh, yeah, that's fine.
Let's go Ravine. I'm going to pitch Tempest, and we're going to mill Title. We just mill Tempest. Tempest effect. We'll go 1.
Yep. At this point, I feel like you just need a dragon.
And then we'll just link these 2 off. Link these 2 off.
Link summoning. Sir, wrong year.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then Ass Mode.
Yep, and that will do it. It was cards for Black Feathers, Black Whirlwind.
Cards for Black Feathers, still bricking in the year of our Lord 2013.
Who would have thought? They're only playing one of this card too,
Yeah,
hilariously enough. But
there was a
wow.
I went to an Edison event where someone was playing Blackwing, and they activate cards for Black Feathers, and the person next to them goes, "That's not legal. It's not out yet." And I go, "You know what? That's fine with me." Oh, wow. That was not... that was way closer than I thought, I will say.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was expecting to lose this, I'll be fully honest. And had I played properly in the second game, that would have actually forced a game 3 with side decks. This deck is not main decking Emptiness, which is shocking to me.
Wow, that does not make sense.
I don't understand it. I mean, obviously, if you're boarding it in, you're going to have it in more games than not, but I don't know why you wouldn't maximize your chances. But not having Emptiness plus Iron Wall against you just seems terrible. Yeah. And I feel like that really ups my chances of being able to defeat you. But yeah, so I could have forced game 3. I don't think I could have done anything differently this game. You had Regeki break for the dad. I was like, oh, I just win here because you don't play real back row. And that did it. And then I had no way to follow up.
Very common this format. And very common in decks with a bunch of cards that frequently do nothing, like this one.
Yeah.
You know, you draw too many copies of Assault Mode Activate, for instance, and suddenly you have a really good pitch target. But it's shocking to see that Blackwing was the choice for so many of these top players, despite the fact that this list looks almost identical to the way that it played in 2011.
I mean, I think it's like this combination of nostalgia plus a meta call at the same time, right? So nostalgia, like Black Whirlwind just came to 3 on the September 2013 ban list. And a lot of people who played back then remember how much of a threat Blackwing used to be. And in all fairness, for how aggressive this deck is, there are some neat little interactions, like being able to either Armed Wing or Bora into like a Dracosac token plus Kalute. That's a huge amount of damage that you get out of nowhere that, like in the Dragon Ruler mirror, we even see that they take advantage of that with like Gaia Dragon, right? So you have that. You have the fact that this deck can swarm the field very easily and try to close out a game very quickly. I think this game 3 was important because it shows how much more important the back row plays a role in a deck like this. Obviously, you're playing a different variant of Dragon Ruler because you're playing Assault Mode, but having Icarus attack or these other disruptive traps that I didn't get to really show off because I didn't draw them, like Mirror Force, which there are 2 copies of in this deck. I think Fiendish Chain against your deck in particular is not very good because Assault Mode basically blanks it, but against a regular Dragon Ruler deck, I think it's fine. There's just plenty of other traps that, you know, if you draw a good enough number of them to be able to back up just like a Bora Shura pass with like Whirlwind, like that's fine. I was watching videos to just prepare for today's match, and usually, most of the time, if the Blackwing player opened a Blackwing and like 3 back row, they just won because the trap cards just easily out-resourced the Dragon Ruler player. That was really the way it went. And so after, you know, educating myself on everything for what it's worth, it felt like fine. I still expected to lose, but I like compared to something like what you played last episode in 4-axis, I don't know. I think it's a tough call for sure.
For sure. I mean, I think the arguments are one, this list, the non-Dragoonity build of Dragon Rulers does run out of monsters. Like, I have like 4 dragons remaining in deck, and one of them is Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. Like, you end up banishing so much so frequently, and you don't really have a good way to, you know, outgrind decks that are playing trap cards. And the second is that Blackwing gets to play the best card against opposing, like, normal guy set 4 strategies, which is Delta Crow anti-reverse. You know, I get the argument, but at the end of the day, I mean, it seems like if they just stick a Dracosac, it's such a problem.
Yeah, there's so many of these decks that we see that just play, you know, some sort of like monster focused strategy, but then back it up with like a wall of back row, right? And we are slowly seeing as we go episode by episode, showing off different ruler variant versus each one of these decks. We're even going to see one of these in the next episode as well. It really, it goes back to the old, you know, if you can out my floodgates or my like big dude, you probably win. But if not, then the Dragon Ruler player is going to win. And more often than not, the Dragon Ruler player is going to find the out. And that's typically how Yu-Gi-Oh goes most of the time, sadly. But I mean, it's cool to see that, you know, a deck like Blackwing was still seeing play and topping in 2013 when Dragon Ruler was everywhere. But fascinating matchup, I will say. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So big shout to Shout1317, Moto, Cameron Smith, Tim00x3, Chaotic Meatball, MBT Play Medulce, Eka Ironfang, Part 2, Pony Stark, Dan the Man Hoban, Synchro Guy, Ole, I Ship MBT and Cimo, Draconic Rockslide, Jordan Coons, Iron Blazem, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, David Liu, Skyrose, Dylan Hunter, Phoenix the Immortal, Cody Bretch, John Two Base, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Hornet, Give Me Speedroid or Give Me Death, TC Gaming, thanks for the sleeves, Dad, Matthew Brady, Max, Max, MBT's Gamer Word Pass, Tom Russell, Twinkle Muncher, Why Read Cards when you can just click buttons, Valen Jackson, Aren't You Glad I Didn't Say Alpha Tribute Ben 10, Helios515, thank you Cimo, MBT Gauge, the RJB0 and Ruxin34, MBT fans scare me more than COVID, Simping for Cimo, Stolfin Amethyst, Tyler H, Nicholas Carpenter, Cimo's Harem of Sexy Yugi Tubers, Mike Ty, Rev Skinner, Nim Noodle, Malabranch of the Burning Tunnels, Stella and Zoe Vermilion, Wonder Waffle, Skull Servant and the Wandering Doomed are boyfriends, MBT canceled by all communities soon, canceled by all committees soon, canceled by all players soon, not reading cards makes the game interesting and you know it, The Undertaker versus Cimo and MBT, Hunter Reed, and Shrugs. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.